Tkay. Welcome to Festival of the Sun.
Thank you.
We're here. It's the end of the year. We were both just saying, can't believe it's already
So
that time.
Yeah.
I mean, what have been some of the kind of key moments for you this year, 2018?
I think just like releasing my EP, that was like a key moment for me because it's like a new direction, and doing the tour was cool because I don't know, I just like set some goals for what I wanted the shows to look like. I think it's just been like setting goals for me and then actually doing it. So like the goal was to make my shows look more interesting and just like do like different things that I never really would, and I think it was just like ticking those goals off and just like achieving things that I didn't think I would think about this year. So it's been like that and just remodeling my whole life at the same time.
It felt like both with the EP and the shows you were doing that you were finally kind of getting to a certain zone that you'd always been trying to find. That, you know, you'd experimented in a lot of different areas, you tried a lot of different things, and for me, from the performances I've seen from you this year and the EP as well, it's like you sound comfortable in the zone you're in now. Is that a fair assessment of where you're at right now?
I think so. I think I'm finally awake, if that makes sense. I think we all go through like parts of our lives where you just like cruise through, you don't really know where you're going, so you're just like, okay, cool, this is what's happening, I'm just gonna go along with it. And it's not really anything that you plan. I feel like the last 5 years I've generally just gone along with a lot of things because I just didn't know what else was there, and it's not a bad thing. It's just like I was just like, cool, oh wow, that really happened, that was exciting. But now it's literally being like, what do I want to do, and then just setting out to do things. And that's like the difference between now, because it's like when I achieve it, I feel more confident in myself because I know I can like actually do it and it wasn't random. So it's just like like really setting intentions and then doing it and then feeling confident because I'm like, wow, this is going how I wanted to. And
I guess along the way with some of those directions you went down, maybe you didn't enjoy it as much as other ones. And
I mean, I always enjoy anything. Like I'm always like super grateful for everything I do. But I think a lot of it is like when I'm going into it, I'm like, I don't know what this is gonna do. And then when it happens, you might have like that whole imposter syndrome and be like, why did this happen? I can't believe this happened. But now I'm literally like, okay, I really did that. I'm happy. And then now I know where to go next. I think it's like, I don't know. I think, it's just, manifesting.
Have you read that book, The Imposter Syndrome?
No, but I saw someone post about like that sentence, and then I was like, wait, I read the meaning of it, and I was like, I know exactly what this feels like.
It's a good book, and I feel like I've only read bits of it, but it sort of fits into that whole kind of tall poppy syndrome bullshit that we kind of deal with here in Australia a little bit as well. I think it's amplified here, that sort of feeling like, we're not, we shouldn't be doing that, I'm not good enough for that, or whatever that feeling might be.
So it's just like, I think I went through when I was like probably 18, 7, whatever, I was like, everything that's happening is supposed to happen. That's how I was like so confident. And then I guess as you get older, you start seeing more of the world and you're like, whoa, and then you feel smaller, and then you're like, how did I get this? And then now I'm literally like, okay, I'm literally going to embrace everything I get now. It's just like going through, I guess that's the ebbs and flows of life, but it's like,
I love it. And I love that, that we're now in a time of the Australian music industry where there are pathways and opportunities for artists to explore the international touring landscape in a way that's never been the case before. How much has kind of the shows you've been doing overseas and the time you spent in LA and all those things you've been doing on the side, how much has that, influenced the direction that you've gone and how you've developed both as an artist and I guess as a human as well?
I think touring, seeing so many new places, it makes you realize that anything is possible. It also being like in America, I'm like, I know who I'm supposed to be. Like I feel like I'm around a lot of people who see the world the exact same way I do. So it just like reassures you that who you are is fine. I think that's what I've learned from like touring, because I guess, living in Adelaide, there's not many people that think the way I do. Everyone's like, I'm happy to be here, and then some people are like, I want to leave, but then they haven't left. So it's just like cool going to somewhere else where people are so like rogue and like, spontaneous, and you feel reassured that you're not the only person doing what you do. So I think seeing the world is like, it opens my horizons and makes me feel more confident in whatever I want to do. Yeah.
And so where does that take your music next? What's kind of happening 2019?
Well, I did a Last Year Was Weird #1, so I'm going to do a volume 2.
Yep.
I have like a lot of random releases I want to do in between, so it's just like...
When you say random releases, is like collabs or...
Yeah, like collabs and like just throwaway songs that aren't this is a big single. It's like literally just...
Cool song?
It's just like re-establishing myself and just like moving quickly and not really focusing on like one thing. It's just like trying to build up like a discography again, yeah.
A catalogue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is there anyone that you're kind of like, maybe you can't say it, but is there anyone that you've been collaborating with that you're excited about, or?
I can't really say.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good answer.
Well, yeah, because everything's like up in the air, and it's like I only like to say it when it's really happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you might shoot yourself in the foot.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And just because you collaborate with something doesn't mean something's going to come out of it. That's usable.
Yeah. Exactly.
So But I imagine you were getting up to a bit of that when you're in LA, and
yeah, I think when you're just there, like the opportunities are like, there's so many opportunities, and you run into so many people that you don't think you could. And like I was in the studio with a lot of people that I have dreamed to work with, so it's like, it's exciting.
We're heading into New Year's Eve. You're playing Falls Festival around the country for New Year's. What makes a great New Year's? I mean, it's such a hype day. There's such pressure for it to be good.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite New Year's?
I think honestly, like every New Year's I've played has been great because I'm lucky.
Have you pretty much been performing every New Year's?
Yeah, every New Year's I always have a show. I think there was one where I was at home, which was still fine because I was with my family. I think it's just like the company, and I'm lucky to have been with my favorite people the last 5 years. Every New Year's I'm always with like someone I really want to spend the time with, even if it's like boring or I'm in a hotel room waiting for a show the next day. It's just like the company and a great show. Yeah.
It's all about who you're with.
Exactly. Yeah.
As we're looking back on the year, are there any standout records or songs that we're thinking about Hottest 100 now?
Right.
What's kind of at the top of your list of albums or songs of 2018?
Flexin' by Tkay Maidza.
Number one. Get your votes in now.
What? I don't know. Well, there's a song called Photosynthesis by this rapper named Saba. That's like my favorite song of the year. In terms of like what would actually be in the Hottest 100, probably like Eastside by Halsey and Khalid. That was really cool. And that's probably my favorite one. I don't know. Like what I listen to, I don't think it's generally on the radio, but that's probably what I think will get really high. Oh, Amy Shark, I Said Hi. That's really good too.
That is a jam.
Yeah, it's a really good song. Those are probably all I can think of right now.
I'd be surprised if that wasn't like towards the top of the Hottest 100.
Yeah, it probably will be.
Angie McMahon as well, who played today. One of her tracks has been a Triple J favorite all year.
Oh really? So dope.
There's a lot here.
Yeah, I don't know her music.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, this is such a great festival to play because you're like, it's all Australian acts.
Yeah.
And every Australian act who's playing here has had such a great 2018.
Yeah.
It's kind of a celebratory note to end on.
Yeah. Happy to be here.
Have you been out there? Have you kind of seen the madness that is?
We drove through coming in. It's you don't really want to be out there. It's a bit wild.
I mean, like, I just feel very old being here.
Me too.
I know.
I'm just like, cool. But it's fun. Have a good time.
It's there are worse places to be in the world.
Exactly.
Well, enjoy your set. Congratulations on an incredible 2018.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear what happens next.
Thank you.